Hello and welcome students to another episode of History at Home. In today's episode, we will be learning some map mnemonics to help us with our North Africa map. So your binder page looks like this. You have a couple spaces in the How It Works column that you'll copy down for the mnemonic itself. And then in the African continent, you'll diagram out these mnemonics to help you visually understand the information. And our first mnemonic is the acronym MALE, or MALE. So if you write this acronym across Northern Africa, it will help you with the order for the countries of Morocco, Algeria, Libya, and Egypt. So copy that information into the How It Works column. And then at the bottom of your page where you have the African continent, I want you to write in that acronym MALE across North Africa. So MALE is the acronym that you'll use, and if you write it in this location in North Africa, it will help you remember the order for Morocco, Algeria, Libya, and Egypt. So that should help you get 4 correct answers on your upcoming map quiz. Our second mnemonic device is some alliteration, and it's Tiny Top Tunisia. Tunisia will be the most northern, or the country at the top of your map, and it's also the tiniest country on your Africa map. So if you write Tiny Top Tunisia out in the Mediterranean Sea right here, Tiny Top Tunisia, this tiny country at the top of the African continent is Tunisia. So we have MALE across North Africa, and the country at the most northern tip of the African continent, Tiny Top Tunisia, is the country of Tunisia. Our third mnemonic device is an old friend that we had with our previous map quiz, My Buddy Chad. Remember that the country Chad looks like a person's head and face. So I want you to draw in your face south of Libya. This is the country of Chad. So Chad looks like a face, My Buddy Chad. And then we also have 7 Somalian seahorses. The country of Somalia is shaped like the number 7, and it's also shaped like a seahorse. So on your African continent, draw in either your seahorse for this Eastern African nation, or write in the number 7, your choice with your diagram, either the seahorse or the number 7. So those are the mnemonic devices that I have for your countries. I also have a set for your capital cities. So what you'll do is you'll write these down as well in the How It Works column, and I'll explain to you how they work. So what you're going to do with our first mnemonic device is you have to kind of say this mnemonic in a specific way. In your mind, when you are learning this country and its capital city, or when you go and take your map quiz, say the country Ethiopia. Parse it up into its syllables and go down to the word bank that you'll have on your map quiz and find the capital city that also has 5 syllables. So Ethiopia is a country that has 5 syllables. Go to the word bank and find the capital city that also has 5 syllables. In this case, it's Addis Ababa. It's the only time on your map quiz where you have a 5-syllable country, and Addis Ababa is the only city that also has 5 syllables. So just match up the number of syllables in the country with the number of syllables in the capital city, and that should help you match up the correct answers. Ethiopia's capital city is Addis Ababa. Another mnemonic device that might help you on your map quiz is the mnemonic Sunday morning cartoons. So Sudan is one of the countries that you'll have to locate on your map quiz. Sudan vaguely looks like the word Sunday in our days of the week. And if you think about that event on Sunday morning where they play cartoons on various television stations, Khartoum, or cartoons in our mnemonic, is the capital city for Sudan. So Sudan's capital is Khartoum. If you can remember the mnemonic device Sunday morning cartoons, you should be able to kind of convert those ideas in your mind and understand and remember that Sudan's capital city is Khartoum. The third mnemonic device that I have for you is playing around with the idea of opposites. So we have a country, the longest lettered country is South Sudan. It has 10 letters in it. Will actually be matched up in the word bank with the shortest lettered, or the fewest lettered capital city. So the country that is the longest when you write it out is going to be paired up with the capital city that is the shortest. Juba is the capital city for South Sudan. So South Sudan has 10 letters in it. The capital city, Juba, only has 4. Take the longest lettered country and match it up with the fewest lettered or shortest lettered capital city, Juba. Library trip, if you think about when you leave your ELA class and you go down to the library, you take a trip to the library. Libya's capital city is Tripoli, so Libya, the country, vaguely looks like the word library. Tripoli, vaguely, the capital city, vaguely looks like the idea of taking a trip. So you go on your library trip, you visit the library. Libya's capital is Tripoli. And in the final few that I have for you, Cairo should be a clear and obvious answer. Cairo is the capital city for Egypt. I will actually have that listed for you in previous sections of your map quiz. So if you can't remember the capital city for Egypt, go back to previous sections of this map quiz that you'll take, and you'll see I have it listed a few separate times that Cairo is the capital for Egypt. You can use the quiz against itself to help you get this correct answer. The capital city for Algeria is Algiers. They look alike. We're not trying to fool anyone on this map quiz. Algiers is the capital for Algeria, and the same principle applies for Tunisia. Tunisia's capital city is Tunis. So just match up the ones that look alike. They're almost identical, and they should be the correct answers for you on your map quiz. Algiers is the capital city for Algeria. Tunis is the capital city for Tunisia. All right, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.